Hello guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing everything Charlotte Tilbury. I will be doing a full face of Charlotte Tilbury. I'm going to talk about all the products that I've tried from her and just give you an overall view inside Charlotte Tilbury makeup. This will be a long one, so get comfortable, grab yourself something to drink, and let's get started. So by now we all have heard about Charlotte Tilbury and her brand, the products. Most likely we all own at least one of her products. I own way too many, and I think there's other people that own literally everything in her collection, and there's a reason for that. Her brand is very good, very stable. Charlotte Tilbury is a celebrity makeup artist. She has worked on big brands. She was the creative product development for Armani, for Tom Ford, so all the beautiful foundations and products that we have loved throughout the years, she most likely was behind those. And she decided to come out with her own brand, and she did a fabulous job. I would say the whole vibe of Charlotte Tilbury is more bridal feminine makeup. So let's get into some of the products. I'm going to start my makeup with my Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. I usually wear 3 or 2. It depends kind of how I feel like. 2 if I want a little bit more glow, 3 if it matches my skin just a little bit better. I usually use this under foundation on the high points of my face. I also use this to mix in with the foundation, or I use it on top of foundation. Actually, this is a beautiful highlighter on top of a foundation for brides because it just gives you that glow from within. Also for mother of the bride, it's just wonderful product. So this has a doe foot applicator. This is color 2. I'll put the color 2 here, put a color 3 there so you can see the difference. You can absolutely wear this on its own, like with a little bit of concealer. Just kind of rub this all over, but you will get a lot of glow. You will get a lot, not quite Tin Man, but you know, you would get that very juicy, glowy skin. I wouldn't use it just on its own. I probably would just combine it with either a foundation or some concealer. So that is the Hollywood Flawless. It's very popular. I'm actually going to add a little bit more here, here, why not here? And these come in many shades. She definitely has expanded her range. I am nice and glowy, and foundation mixes so well on top of this. I don't have a lot of her skincare products. I'm just a little hesitant in general to change my skincare. I know she has a new toner, glowing toner, and just other products that I personally haven't tried. I will take my Milk Makeup Pore Filling Primer, just a tiny bit. I'm gonna put it right around my pore area just to help make this last a long time and help my pores. Moving on to foundation. She has 3 foundations. There's one that is quite a lot of coverage, thicker in texture, and that one is called the Airbrush Flawless Foundation. I do not own that. I have tried it and I'm not a huge fan. It's just too thick, too much coverage for me, and I tend to be more normal to slightly dry, so I prefer some glow, but I do have her other ones. The next one is the Beautiful Skin Foundation. This is more of a medium coverage. It has some radiance to it. It's a beautiful product, and probably my favorite out of her entire collection is the Light Wonder. This is a very light coverage. I use my hands, I squeeze a little bit on and just put it all over. It gives a beautiful finish to my skin. It makes me feel like I have nothing on, and it looks like I have nothing on. However, it does even out my skin tone pretty well. Again, it has light coverage, so if you have big imperfection, this may not be for it, but I will use the Beautiful Skin Foundation. It's her latest release in the foundation realm, and it has a lot of good reviews. This has a pump. The color I have is 4N neutral, and you know, I do like this foundation. When I reviewed this, there are a lot of different foundations that just came out, and this one wasn't ranked first or second, because there were other products that I enjoyed more, like the Chanel #1. I prefer that foundation over this one. However, it is a beautiful foundation. It has a beautiful finish. It's extremely easy to blend in. It lasts pretty well, and I think a lot of people are loving it. Is it my favorite out of all of them? No, there's something about it that makes me feel like it's a little thicker, or I feel it on the skin more. So this is the foundation. I think it's beautiful. It has a beautiful glow. Dare I say a little bit too much glow for summer, mostly in the pore area. I noticed the foundation a little bit more because it has that glow to it. Now it looks really beautiful and almost like a filter, mostly from far away. But when I do look up close, it's not that I see the foundation, but I see maybe a little bit more texture because of that glow. That gets fixed with a little bit of powder. But overall, yeah, I really enjoy the foundation. It's a good release. Now, when it comes to concealer, I really don't like her concealer. She only has one. She also has a corrector that I will use and I love. I mean, guys, look at this packaging. It is absolutely destroyed, but I use it all the time. That is how it looks inside. This is in the shade medium, and I absolutely love this, but her actual concealer, it's awful. The packaging is absolutely terrible. I don't love the way it looks under my eyes. It looks a little heavy, and just overall not a fan. She is coming out. I mean, I've seen this like a month ago. I saw a picture of a new concealer from her, and I am dying to try it. I actually postponed this video multiple times because I'm like, maybe the concealer will come out sometime this week or next week and I can have her entire collection, but no. So I'm going to take a little bit of her corrector, under eye corrector. Absolutely gorgeous product. I take it on my finger and I just tap it in. I think it does such a good job. I like this color. This is medium, like I said, and it's very emollient. It blends in real nice. I really have nothing negative to say about the actual corrector. The concealer I used is my Huda concealer. Slightly obsessed with that. I'm hoping her new concealer is that, maybe just a little bit more creamier or like a little bit more glowy. I'm not sure, but the powder, this made, I think, Charlotte Tilbury quite famous. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish powder. This is in one fair. As you can see, I've hit the bottom. I've gone through, I don't know how many of these, but this is definitely not my first. And I know this will be gone very soon. So I would say that this powder is absolutely incredible for the pore area right here. I wouldn't say that necessarily right under my eyes it does the most fabulous job, but right here, just around the pore area, right here on my forehead, even on my nose, wow, it has such a stunning blurring effect without looking heavy. I'm gonna just do this side and show you the difference. Also, you can add so much of this powder, you won't notice it. Like, I can go on top of it over and over again and it just looks beautiful. So this side is powdered and this side is not. This is much smoother here. It obviously calmed down the shine quite a bit, but it does not look cakey or heavy, and I love it. I think this powder works probably the best for touch-ups. Right now my skin looks poreless. I also just kind of started getting into red light therapy. I mean, I need to talk about it in another video, but I saw my pores shrink like that. It was the weirdest experience, and I'm just learning so much about red light therapy, but my pores look so good. I was about to say a bad word, but very good. Now, bronzer, contour, all that jazz. Like, I have here a pile. So let's talk about the one product that I would say I have fallen in love the most out of all of Charlotte Tilbury products, and that was this one right here. It is old. I shouldn't use this. There's barely any in it, and I've actually intentionally not used it because I was afraid I would run out of it, but now it's kind of probably expired. But this is the contour wand from Charlotte Tilbury, and I don't like the applicator. I just don't like this whole thing. It's messy. You'll see she has like a blush and a highlighter in this, but like I don't like the packaging. I think even the oils have separated, but for the sake of the video, I'll use it. I will probably end up throwing this out after the video in purchasing a new one. Hopefully they're not out of stock. I am taking my classic base from Sonia G and start blending this product out. So this comes in 2 colors, if I'm not mistaken. And the more you blend, the more it blends out. And it becomes this beautiful shadow. It has a little bit of almost a red undertone to it. So it's not gray necessarily, but it's not warm either. It's almost like, yeah, it has like almost purple undertones. It is fantastic. Like, look at that. That was so fast. And you know, you started like this and it's so good. I know this became super popular on TikTok, so they were out of stock for forever, but I want to say she came back with them. I'm not sure. I hope so because I need one. This is definitely expired. This is absolutely gorgeous, worth the price. I will forever repurchase it. Now, she did come out with a powder bronzer as well. Big, like almost as big as my face, and it is a wonderful formula. And also she came out with cream bronzers. I have talked so much about these in the past, I want to say 3-4 months, and I'm probably not going to use them today just because I've used them so much on camera. But I have the color Fair and Medium. These are the 2 colors. I tend to go for medium, but these are very good for somebody that's just starting to dabble into cream products. You get a lot of product. Great formula. It's a thicker formula initially, but it blends in real nice. And yeah, this is a great release from her. One more product that I want to show you guys that has to do with contouring, bronzing, is the Nudegasm Face Palette. This is the best face palette ever. I love everything about it. First of all, the packaging, like look at that. And then these are the products inside. This is a baked gelée formula, so it is absolutely gorgeous. These 2 colors, perfection. This is quite cool tone, so it's great for light skin tones. This is very intense, but I can use it as a bronzer if I want to. Most of the time I kind of combine these 2. See how they have a slight sheen to it. Very just a good product. Also, the blush is absolutely stunning, and the highlighter is one of the beautiful highlighters that I love from Charlotte Tilbury. She has many different formulas, and this baked gelée is my favorite formula from her. But it's just so good. I'm actually going to take a little bit of these 2. They're very pigmented, and just going to contour a little bit more. Why not? It's her best face palette yet. I know she's coming out with a blush one. Of course I'm gonna get it. Hoping it's similar formula to this, but yes, this is definitely one of her standout products. Even though it's not talked about it as much, I still use it a lot, and I find it very easy to use. Look at that. I will bronze up the skin everywhere with her Airbrush bronzer. This is in medium. We all know the difference between light and medium is like a joke. She needs to come out with more shades in between. And hopefully she'll do that. But yes, this is a beautiful powder bronzer, very reliable, very soft, and you can build it up easy. It's a great one. And you can get refillables, which is absolutely wonderful, because I've seen a lot of people actually hit pan on this one, and I question how, because they're like YouTubers like me, and I'm like, how did you manage to do that? I am nice and bronzed. I always feel very beautifully bronzed when I use this bronzer. There's something about the tone that is so wonderful. Blush. Back in the day, her blushes, the Cheek to Chic, or what is it called? Cheek to Cheek. Cheek to Chic. Yes, were very popular. This is how it looks like. This is the Pillow Talk. Everybody says it looks like a boob, and I get it. And you know, this is beautiful, but it was never my favorite. I didn't understand the hype. I thought it looks pretty, but nothing special. I stand by that thought still after all these years, which is why I don't purchase more. I've had a couple more colors. I've kind of given them away to this person, that person. I think one I dropped and shattered, but I never went back to repurchase them. And there's nothing wrong with them. They're okay. Very expensive. She also has the wand. This is the Glowgasm Beauty Light Wand. High blush. So she does have the lip and cheek glow that kind of looks like that, like it's in a pot and it's cream. I heard great things about that. I haven't used it. She also does have the quick and easy makeup that are 3 products in one small thing, and it's meant to do your makeup real quick. I heard great things about it. I have not tried it, but the blushes that I have from her is from this right here, that one right there. I have the Pillow Talk, and then I have the Beauty Wand. So I think I'm gonna go for the Pillow Talk just because this is quite, you know, orangey and very glowy, and I want to show you this one. So I'm gonna take a brush, kind of mix it in there, and apply the blush right here. Now, is it pretty? Absolutely. It has a beautiful finish. There's nothing wrong with this blush. Nothing. I just didn't find it extraordinary. Like it was just nice. Like the RMS blushes, there's just something about them that is like wow. The Danessa Myricks like cream blushes, to me they're wow. That's something so unique. Even the Radiant blushes is just easy, you blend them in, but these go on like a beautiful blush. I like the color. There's a slight sheen to it. It's pretty. Nothing negative to say about it except the price. I'm gonna put this one. This is in Pinkgasm, and I'm actually gonna take a little bit off. Let me open this. This is not as old as the other things, and it's quite nice and intense. I'm actually gonna take a brush. I'm gonna take this Wayne Gauze and kind of tap it here. This is a beautiful, unique, glowy blush topper, or blush if you're okay with this much glow, which I am. Just this whole, everything that's in this tube is magical. It's a very unique, beautiful formula, beautiful colors, and you can't go wrong. Highlighters. I have here 3 of her highlighter formulas. Well, 4. So this one that is in this palette, this Baked Gelée formula, incredible, gorgeous. I love everything about it. This is a limited edition highlighter. This is the Hollywood Superstar Glow highlighter. So many people have fallen in love with this. This is a different formula. This is like more of a just powdery formula. It's not that big gelée formula. And is it pretty? Yes, but it was never my favorite. I found it a little bit too chalky. Maybe that's not the right word. Just a little bit too intense on my cheek. It adds a lot of product, and it was pretty, but what am I gonna do with this highlighter? It's like the size of my face, and it's nice. Not my favorite. Then she came out with these highlighters. These are the Pillow Talk MultiGlow. I like these. I like this formula better than her limited edition one. I have both colors. I have the light and the dark. I don't know the actual names. One is a Romance Light and Dream Light. The problem I have with this one is that this is just a little bit light and pink on me, and this is too dark, but I love the formula. So sometimes I'll pull both of them and kind of put my brush in both of them. But that is definitely extra, but I really do like the formula. And then we have the wand, which is my favorite out of all of them. Just gorgeous. I'm actually going to use the wand today because it's been a while. It is super intense right there, but it looks so good on the skin and natural, and you need very little. My hands are dirty. Good thing I looked at them. And I just think it is a gorgeous, gorgeous formula. This is also quite old. I should probably buy a new one. And I've done the same thing with this one. I didn't use it for a while because I was like, well, it's sold out everywhere, so I don't want to use it. I never understand that mentality. But I do it. Look how intense that glow is. It's a lot, but it is stunning. Again, this product needs to be thrown away. I need to buy a new one. It's just too old, and I think it has become a little bit thicker. Usually it's a very light, very easy to blend in, and this is just, it needs a new home. However, I will add a little bit of this just to see how it looks on top of it, because you know we need more glow. I'm gonna go into this, the light one, try to stay in the middle section and just add slightly here. I mean, at this point you don't know what it is, the blush, the highlighter, the stick highlighter. But I will say that this formula is incredible. Brows. I actually am not very familiar with Charlotte Tilbury brow products. I actually bought a specific brow product for this video. This is the Legendary Brows. I got mine in dark brown. I've used it once and I really loved it. If I can open it. I finally got it open. Okay, so Charlotte Tilbury does have a whole system with her brows. She has really fine pencils. It kind of reminds me of the Patrick Ta that I really like. She also has another gel, and this is the applicator of this one. It is so tiny, and that is why I decided to go for this one. It also holds your brows in place like strongly, and let's put it on. Something like this for me is ideal because with one thing I can get everything done. Okay, so this is my second time using it, like I said, and I think I went overboard a little bit, and I think that it's a lot. But I did all that with this brush. The one thing that I've noticed with this is that it is so like it stays in place, so I can't really move the product or wipe it off easy if I use too much. Does that make sense? Like, I think I put too much right here because I was kind of, somebody called me on the phone. So I got distracted and it was just getting bigger and bigger, and I don't love that. Brows are done. I kind of took my foundation brush over this one, and I actually love my brows. I think this looks really good. They're full. There's a slight warmth in it, and I think this is dark, neutral, warm, like a warm dark brown, and I can see the warmth in there, but it's okay because I have like some highlights that it works well. Moving on to the eyes. Charlotte Tilbury is very known for her quads. It was everything. Everybody had them. The Pillow Talk quad was everything, and I have fallen in love with it. If I finish it, I'll go back and purchase it. But I don't own a ton of Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows. This is all I have from her. Let's start first talking just a little bit about the ones that she comes out like during the holiday season. This is the last one, Instant Eye Palette. This is the Smoky Eye Forever, and oh no, this is why I was opening it slowly, is because two of them just fell out. So I'm actually gonna throw away the ones that have broken. One broke and I thought I was able to smush it in there, but I was not. So I will show you how mine looks like. Oh gosh. Okay, that is how this looks like. Great. And it's funny because the shades that I actually enjoyed came out. So let me throw these out. All right, it's like nothing happened. We're just only missing 2 shadows. Okay, so this is the one that came out last Christmas. I actually loved the green in this. The greens right here, fantastic greens. I would throw it away if I didn't have those greens there. These three right here is what makes, I think, this palette. I was kind of okay with the rest, but yeah, those 3 colors right there are fantastic, but I would not recommend this palette just for the greens. So I just took a good hour break to eat, feed my kids, and then come back. So I hope I remember where I stopped. I think we talked about this Charlotte Tilbury palette. We're going to talk a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury Instant Eye Palette. This has been so loved by me, so loved. Now this pulls a very orange. So if you have this, let me know down below, like just your thoughts about it. But I know on me it pulls very orange, which I'm not too mad, but I do wish that these were more like true to color and not so orangey on the skin. But I use this so much. I love this brown right here. And just that whole row is stunning, and I think it's gorgeous. Next one, we have this little guy right here. This is the Charlotte Darling look, and this is a great intro into Charlotte Tilbury. I think you get a lot more for your buck. You have 3 kind of shimmers and 3 mattes, and I think it's actually a really beautiful everyday palette. Yeah, I really like that. I may use that one today. Then I have 4 of her quads right here. And let's start with, which one is this? Oh, Exaggerize. So this is my new love. I just discovered it a couple weeks ago, and it's gorgeous. It's beautiful. My favorite palette from Charlotte Tilbury, without a doubt. Then we have here, the well-loved Pillow Talk. Before I tried the Exaggerize, this was definitely my favorite. As you can see, it's kind of ruined, a bit butchered, and very well loved. I love everything about it. This is very Charlotte Tilbury to me. These pinks, this just beautiful feminine, some shimmer, glow. Yes. And then she also came out with the deeper Charlotte Tilbury palette. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Dreams, and I'm very glad she did this because this one right here is a very light. Like, most people won't be able to pull it off if you're any deeper than I am. Even on me, it's like it looks natural, and I enjoy that. But I do think that this is great for people that have deeper skin tone than me. And then we have the Celestial Pearl, and this, I reviewed it, and I didn't give it a bad review, but I didn't give it a great review just because I found it very expensive for what it is. But I do find myself reaching for this a lot. First of all, look at the outer packaging, like how gorgeous is that? It stands out in my collection. And I like that you have so many different formulas in here, and they're all kind of these toppers or shimmers, which I really love. So I do see myself using, or I do reach for it. There you go. I don't just see myself, I actually do reach for it quite a bit in conjunction with other palettes. So yeah, those are the eyeshadow palettes from Charlotte Tilbury that I have. I have some of her this is Eyes to Mesmerize. I've kind of talked just a little bit about these before. They're nice, they're pretty, they're just nothing spectacular. I heard that her new colors that she came out with are gorgeous. So this one is the Marie Antoinette, but I think they renamed it Oyster or something like that. It's pretty. It's really pretty. I may incorporate that one as well in today's look. Okay, so which one should we do? I wish I had like a poll here so I don't have to decide. But I kind of want to show you guys this one because I don't see a lot of looks with this one, and I think it's a good one. So let's start with this one right here. I may incorporate other ones in it. We can do a very Charlotte Tilbury nice pink look. I want to say this is about $62, and then her quads are $54, I think. So I think you get a lot more in this rather than her quads, but these don't have like her kind of more unique toppers or different texture. It's kind of just a good basic palette. Next, I'm going to take this color right here. It's more of that burnt color. It's super pretty. I think I like this because it's so easy to do your eye makeup. You have everything right here, and I enjoy it. Now, even this pulls more orange than pink on me, which is something that I keep noticing on Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadows. That's why I think I even love the Exaggerize, because it does not pull orange on me. So I'm going to take the deeper one, and I'm going to kind of use this as a liner. Charlotte Tilbury does have some liners. You know what? They are not my favorite. I find them quite drying. I have the Pillow Talk one. I have another one right here. This actually I really like. Just overall, they're fine, but they're not my favorite. Like after I tried the Victoria Beckham liners, I cannot go back. I literally will order every single one of those colors because it's just, the formula is so incredible. So I'm just kind of taking another brush. It's just a little bit more flat and just dragging this up and blending it out. I don't want a harsh line whatsoever. Now I have 3 shimmers right here. I'm going to swatch them just so you can see what you're working with. So these are the shimmers. And she always gives us this color right here, which is actually not my favorite color, but I will go with the middle color, which is shade 2 right here. I'm gonna add this one kind of here in the center, just to give some light to the look. It's a really pretty color. And then I left this inner part open. I'm gonna take my pinky and, ooh, that's very intense. I may actually need a brush for this. I'm gonna take this and blend it into the other one. I'll smooth it out in just a little bit. I want to go into this and put a topper on. Ooh, that one would be pretty. That one right there. This one is the beautiful duochrome one. Should we add a little bit of this? So I added a little bit of this one right here in the center here. Trying to be a little gentle. Ooh, yes. See, it just gives so much more dimension and makes it look a little bit more interesting. Before I go to mascara, and I love her mascara, I will be spraying my face with my most favorite setting spray. This is the Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. Gorgeous. It melts everything in, yet it makes it stay in place, not too drying. It's just overall a wonderful, wonderful product. This is the mini one because during the Christmas sale or Christmas season, I got a couple of these that were like 2 for 1 or something like that. Okay, so let's spray. Moving on just to the mascara, I will be curling my lashes real quick. This is the Refer Curler. I really like it. It fits my eye shape quite well. So this is the push-up lashes. This is a new tube. If you see my last video, that's kind of when I opened it. I love it. I wore it last time and it didn't smudge on me, which this has smudged on me in the past. So I was very surprised. So the brush is just kind of weird. It is flat on one side, and then when you turn it, you have like the bristles on the side. They're kind of short, and I don't know how it works, but it works. I really like the way this mascara applies my my mascara. Eyes are done, and I feel like they're very Charlotte Tilbury, just kind of that like glowy, pinky look, yet define. So moving on to her lips. So she has a lot of good lipsticks. I feel like that's kind of how she got known for her lips, including her Pillow Talk lipstick, which I have here. These are some of my favorite ones from her. Where's the Pillow Talk? Here it is quite destroyed, and yeah, there's not that much there, but it is a beautiful color. I love it. I use it a lot, and I think it would look really pretty with this look as well. I really like the Cat Walking. That's probably my favorite shade. However, look at this, like children. It's my kids. It's not the lipstick's fault. That is Cat Walking, and I love that color more. I'm actually very sad that this is so destroyed. But another beautiful one is Nude Romance. I love this one from her. This is more of a sheen finish, and these are the matte ones. I will do Penelope Pink. That is a beautiful pink. I kind of use that one mainly in the center of my lip or with a lip liner. It's quite a nude pink, but with a good lip liner you can pull this off. And then the last one I want to show you is Bitch Perfect, which is a classic, gorgeous. This also is more of her sheen, like kissing formula. There you go. But I really want to go with my nude, well, Cat Walking, because it's my favorite. Now, lip liner, she has really good lip liners. That is one area where I would invest rather than her eyeliners. Her liners are really good. My favorite is the Iconic Nude, a beautiful brownie nude. Absolutely gorgeous. It's what I'm going to wear today. The Pillow Talk one is great as well. It's a little bit too pink for my day-to-day look, but it's still a good one. And these I've had for a while, and they're just as creamy. They glide really well. They stay in place great. So this formula is definitely worth the money. Okay, so I'm going to use this one. And I'm bringing it in a little bit. This is such a good lip liner. I love the undertone. I just love everything about it. Okay, let's take Cat Walking, and I'm gonna put this one, try to put it on. Oh gosh. I may have to depot this one. That is such a good nude brownie color. I do want to add a little bit of that pink color on top, the Penelope Pink, just in the center. I feel like that combination is really, really pretty, and this stays on really, really well. So this is the finished Charlotte Tilbury full face. I think it looks really fresh, really pretty. I think the eyes are very Charlotte Tilbury. The skin looks gorgeous. I really like how she does like bronzers, even foundations, but the tube ones, all these that come in this packaging, I think they are absolutely worth it. They're gorgeous. You do go through them quite quickly, so you know. The blush is nice. I think the palette, this face palette from her, is a hidden gem. I don't see a lot of people talking about it, but it is gorgeous. I sometimes use these browns on my eyes, a little bit of this in the inner corner, and I'm good. And there's a big nice mirror that's super dirty, but that is a huge hit. Also, all her eyeshadows are gorgeous. Exaggerates right now is my color. I love it. Of course, her Hollywood Flawless filter, can't live without those. Absolutely gorgeous. And these two products are a must in my collection, the Corrector and her powder. Now, are her eyeshadows sometimes boring, repetitive? Absolutely. She's kind of known for that by now, but I would not expect her to come out with any strong, intense colors. It's just not kind of what her brand is all about, and it's not what she does best. So I love Charlotte Tilbury. I love the simple, pretty, feminine, pinky, golden looks. I enjoy them and I crave them, and I use them much more than other intense colors. I actually never use those. So for me, Charlotte Tilbury is one of my favorite brands. So that is all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.